Arsenal, and welcome back to another Pressy HD video, and I've got a bit of explaining to do. Well, where have I been? I've sort of really lacked career mode-wise recently. That's because I've been simply very busy. I haven't been able to make a video since Tuesday, which is just simply ridiculous. Not even edit, play, anything. So, the Wednesday video was scheduled from a few days ago, by the way, because it's been a very long, hard process, but it's over now, and I should be able to get back to full stretch. The point is, this is still a hobby. I'm not being able to put all my time into it. Absolutely every little bit of time. It isn't quite there yet. In a few years, yeah, it will be, but not quite yet. So, as you can see, this is the game of the week for the Chelsea Spurs Capital One Cup final, which is a massive game, of course. But one thing I did just want to say quickly is make sure that you stick around, because career mode is coming out tomorrow, whilst I sort of try to catch up editing-wise. I'm going to try and just sort of storm through about 4 episodes worth of editing to try and really get what I wanted from that. Go and check out the Harry Kane player growth review at Full Potential if you are interested as well, which I've recently put up, along with the Jordan Ibe one, and then Demarai Gray is coming out soon to you guys. So, we have the final, which is a massive one. Ramirez is expected to actually start this final against Tottenham because Nemanja Matic and he's suspended, of course, and John Obi Mikel is injured. Matic actually plays in this, which is slightly annoying because, you know, I can't really change teams when I don't play as a team. But, you know, that I can't do much about that. But Ramirez does play, so that is good. It looks like Thibaut Courtois is actually likely to start in goal, with Kazuma and Gary Cahill completing for a place in defence. Tottenham have no fresh injury worries. Harry Kane, Andros Townsend and Kyle Walker are all expected to start. And as you can hear as well, my actual voice is hurting, so that doesn't really help. But ultimately, what do you want me to do with Game of the Week? Because simulations, yeah, as much as they are better, because it's actually EA's view on what the game will finish, is it better if I just go ahead and play against my brother? Now, that would make the games a bit more interesting, make the games a bit more lively, and it probably would see more goals, of course. So, if you prefer to see a bit more exciting gameplay, even if it's not a true simulation, to that extent it's more of a person-on-person game, then make sure you do tell me down below, because I will admit to you that, well, this game is awful. It does go to penalties, so that's the reason why I've cut off a massive load of it from like the 36th minute onwards, and it is very bad. Now, I shouldn't really say that, but you know, it is, so I can't really do much about it. Head-to-head wise, Spurs ended a 10-match winless run against Chelsea in all competitions. They've drew 5 and lost 5 by triumphing 5-3 at White Hart Lane in the Premier League back on New Year's Day. Oh my word, what a game that was. I believe I actually did a game of the week for that, if I'm not mistaken. 5-3. What an insane game that was. But the problem is, the chances of them beating them again are less because they've beaten them in the league. So it's almost like, because they've already beat them, it's almost like they're due to lose them again. Because they've drew 5 and lost 5 against Chelsea. They've won 1. That's in the last 11 games. The chances are they're not going to win another 2 games in a row, are they? Because that's just the odds. That's the pure odds. So the statistics are saying, really, that Chelsea are going to win this game by far. Tottenham have won the 2 most recent League Cup meetings, however, beating Chelsea 2-1 after extra time in the 2008 final and triumphing 5-1 at home in the 2002 semi-final second leg to win 6-3 on aggregate. So that's a pretty insane scoreline as well. Of course, 2002 is a long time ago. Even 2008 is a long time ago now. That's like 7 years, isn't it? Which is just, that's just flew by like that, hasn't it, to be honest? But again, excuse my coughing, I can't really do much about it. But ultimately, 2-1 after extra time in 2008 final, they won that game. They got a trophy in that decade. It's already 2015. They're 5 years into this decade. They don't have their trophy. In the last 7 decades, they've had a trophy. If they don't win this one, then it's really running out of time. We're already halfway through this decade, for God's sake, which is it's mental, because time is just going so quickly, and Tottenham, well, the clock is ticking. You need to get a trophy. I'd love them to win it today, tomorrow technically, when I'm recording this and when it should have gone up by, because it would really, really keep their record there. They need a trophy this decade, and it is vital that they do keep consistently winning trophies. Even if it's just one a decade, I mean, it still gets that record. They've won a trophy in the past 7 decades every time, which is mental. Chelsea, like Spurs, have won the League Cup 4 times. Only Liverpool and Villa have lifted the trophy more often. Liverpool have 8 wins and Villa have 5. Of course, it means that Chelsea and Spurs, whoever wins this one, definitively goes into joint second with Aston Villa, the West Midlands team, which is really, really good, because, I mean, it's almost like it's certainly going to break a record, which is insane. Chelsea's last 2 League Cup final victories came under Jose Mourinho in 2005 and then latterly in 2007. All 3 of Mourinho's domestic final appearances as Chelsea boss have ended in triumphs, having also won the 2007 FA Cup. But, as you can see on the screen now, this was a glitch. I mean, look, Hugo Lloris is, I will walk 500 miles away, will walk a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. What the fuck is going on here? I was waiting for bloody ages, and I was just like, Jeff, do you know what's going on down there? I really don't know. I'm sorry, Jeff. It appears that, no, they're making a substitute. No, I really didn't know what was happening. And I mean, well, at this point, I was just really taking the mick. It was just so funny. What's going on? I mean, Hugo Lloris's feet is just glitching, and I paused it at one point, seeing whether that did anything. Nope. I mean, the fans are going mad. It seems a bit of time was being wasted down there. And when the game is going to continue, nobody knew. I don't really think this is going to happen in the real League Cup final, to be honest, is it? Petr Cech, John Terry and Didier Drogba played in both the 2005 and the 07 League Cup finals under Mourinho. Drogba scored in both, as well as the Wembley defeat to Tottenham in 2008. So ultimately, you can see that a lot of the players who are here now are reoccurring, just a lot older. So for the Blues, is it going to be a positive thing or a negative thing? Experience can be key in finals. The pressure can really pop youth players. But at the same time, experience can be good. But at the same time, youth players can really thrive in cup finals. They can see it as an opportunity to impress, and they thrive off that and bounce off that. The Blues opened the scoring in each of their 5 matches on the way to this season's final. However, their only clean sheet came against Liverpool in the semi-final second leg. Felipe Luis is the only player to start all 5 of Chelsea's games in all competitions this season. And for Tottenham Hotspur now, as you can see, Thibaut Courtois on your screen is in the normal Chelsea kit, which is a bit weird. But the 2008 League Cup final win over Chelsea is Tottenham's most recent trophy. They lost in penalties to Manchester United in the 2009 final, where Ben Foster, in fact, won man of the match. Great performance by him that year. It was an insane final, and well, that was pretty damn awesome. Yunus Kabul is the only player involved in the 2008 triumph who is still at the club. This is their 19th cup match of the season and 45th fixture in all competitions, the most of any Premier League side. Chelsea have played 40 matches. 10 of Tottenham's 12 goals in the League Cup season have been scored in the second half. They come from behind to win in 8 League Cup matches this season. 8 League and Cup, that is. Goalkeeper Michel Vorm and defender Jan Vertonghen have played every minute of Tottenham's League Cup campaign so far. So whether Hugo Lloris will going on for this game, who knows? I think it would be pretty vital that Lloris goes in goal, because as you can see, the penalty shootout here could be ruined. I mean, Costa's gave them a 2-goal advantage now. It can be restored by Chadli, but if Chadli misses this one, then it is down to Nemanja Matic, who steps up next. And Chadli does miss this one. What are my predictions? Well, of course, the last time that these two met at Wembley was in 2012, 2011, 2013, one of them years, and they Sorry about that. They both, in fact, well, Tottenham did very well up until one point, where Bale was in their side at that time, of course, and then Chelsea were like 5-1, and there was that Mata goal, which didn't actually go over the line, but they thought it did. So what are my predictions? I think that Chelsea will probably edge it. I want Tottenham to win it. I don't really know why I want Tottenham to win it. There's just, I don't know. I mean, I've got friends who are Tottenham fans, even though I live nowhere near London. It's almost like Tottenham, there's something about them which I like, and I really hope that they'll live up to it and they'll get their trophy, because Chelsea, they've got opportunities for trophies all over the board this decade. They already have loads of trophies this decade, including the Champions League. Tottenham, they haven't got a trophy this decade. I would just like to see them keeping that record alive for as long as it could be kept alive, because it's a very unique record. So maybe I want Tottenham to win just for the record, who knows. But I would also like to see Tottenham win a trophy, along with Everton win a trophy. I'd also like to see, I wouldn't mind if Chelsea won, I'd just like to see Tottenham win a trophy now and then, because they haven't really won many in a very long time. Anyway, do thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button, and I will see you next time.